quick anecdote on a former Philly before I do our Phillies gear change there. Did anyone else see today Nick Castellanos at first base?
First base, yeah.
First base in San Diego.
That'll go well.
No, he made a diving stop. He got the out at first.
Hey,
that's worth like 6 DRS right there.
Yes.
John, I'm gonna take a page out of your book. This is not something I've been cooking up. Nick Castellanos will actually drink a beer in the dugout this season for the San Diego Padres.
Is there a conspiracy theory that he didn't actually drink a beer in the dugout?
He didn't. Here's the thing.
He said he didn't crack it.
Said he didn't crack it open.
Or didn't have a sip. But I think it was in a red Solo cup. He said he didn't have a sip. But like,
I'll say this too. That athletic piece. It was really funny. I had a discussion with my friends about it, where some of them was like, "Yeah, it seems like a bad teammate." I'm like, first of all, the fact that his teammates went really hard to make sure he didn't get caught on camera drinking it probably means they fuck with him at least a little bit to avoid that PR thing from happening. Secondly, all of the sources like unnamed Phillies staff. I'm like, he could have told the towel boy to fuck off in August. Like,
I mean, the Schwarber comments were a little like, I don't know if it's not the thing when they asked Schwarber if Castellanos was a distraction. Like, it was the most non-answer of all time. He was just like, so baseball is tough sometimes, and we didn't do baseball well sometimes, and Nick Castellanos is Nick Castellanos, and I'm Kyle Schwarber. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
He's a weird guy who had a bad year, and like he and Rob Thompson fucking hated each other, and that has repercussions on how your vibes go. Like the fact that in Castellanos' like letter that he put on Instagram, he thanked pretty much everyone by name except Rob Thompson for something. I'm like, that's not on accident. He didn't write that shit out. He's got multiple typos in there. So it's not like he was going through drafts to be like,
that was very weird. The whole that he like made sure his hand was in it too. I'm like, this whole thing is just odd.
Dude, I mean, he's gonna start posting fucking Fleetwood Mac on his Instagram story. He's really over it.
He's literally always been a dick, and like a lot of people like him for it, and like that's cool. Right. And like,
I mean, he was campaigning for Jose Iglesias to win NL MVP 2 years ago. He just seems like he's a weird dude all around. Like,
but yeah. So I mean, Godspeed to the Padres, who they're like the bizarro version of the Giants, where they spend money in ways that make zero fucking sense, and then it's like, and we're still gonna crank out like 87, 88 wins, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, dude, for sure. Jake Cronenworth at first base. Oh, not anymore? It's going to be Nick Castellanos? Okay. And I'm sure Castellanos is now going to, like, wrap out a 710 OPS, and it's like, well, it wasn't bad at first, actually. I'm like, okay, dude, sure. Live your life. The Phillies. We'll gear shift to the Phillies. I still think they're going to win the NL East because I can't believe in the – I can't get behind the Mets. I can't do it. Until I'm proven wrong on the Mets, I refuse to believe in them.
Do you have the Braves in a different tier? Like, are you even considering the Braves in the same?
We'll get to the Braves. I think the Braves are in. I think the water is real deep in Atlanta, and it's like I think it's bad. We'll talk about them next.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Phillies, they have to do something. They should have just non-tendered Alec Bohm. I don't know why they didn't do it. It just feels like a lot of the tough decisions they could have made. Scott, maybe you can speak on this as Davey Boy was in charge of your org and maybe repeated some of these same.
John's too.
More recently mine, but yeah.
You actually won with John.
Actually, yeah.
Well, that's why maybe you're maybe a more apt to maybe a pennant only experience.
This is great, dude. I'm having a blast. Yeah.
Yeah. Get his ass.
Hey, I missed you too, man. It just feels like a lot of those tough but fair decisions that they should have made, they didn't do. Real Muto on a 3-year deal, nuts to me. They should have brought him back, but $15 million for 3 years. I was like, what? Okay. Oh yeah, we'll give another contract to Alec Bohm, even though Aiden Miller's probably going to be ready by the real day. Like, and it just then it's like, oh, maybe we'll trade Bryson Stott. Why? Like, it just a lot of the moves, other than bringing back Schwarber, it just. I don't know. I'm very uninspired, but they're not bad enough. They just brought everybody back, and it worked last year.
Yeah, but how are they going to win the division? You're just like, okay, so this is why the Phillies suck. This is why they suck. This was dumb.
Yeah.
They're stupid. David Dombrowski's dumb, but they're winning 92 in the div, baby. Like,
Yeah,
land the plane. Land the plane.
I'm looking for guidance because it's like I hate all of it, and yet look at what they did last year, and it's like, well, you subtract Rangers Suarez, but they got a top pitching prospect. They're probably just going to plug in. Oh, and like you'll have Zach Wheeler back for about the same amount of innings that you did last year.
I mean.
Okay.
John, correct me if I'm wrong. I think my opinion on this is sort of similar to yours, which is like, and maybe it's a little bit boomer of me. I'm like, yeah, I see the value in this roster, but at what point is the heart of this the same that it's been forever? And the vibes 100%. Are bad, and everything feels like it's going downhill, and all these guys feel pretty old at this point. Like, it just feels like it would take a lot going right that we're taking for granted for the Phillies to be at that level of like being a nailed-on division winner. Like I think there's a lot of things that are more fragile than they seem on face.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is last chance saloon for the Phillies this year. I think that's what
this four's on its last leg.
Wheeler said he's done after 27. Like, this feels like they want everything to break right.
Yeah.
And
what did they do to get a lot better this year? I agree with what you're saying. Some of the in-house options, the younger guys, they're filling in some of these slots where guys left, but it's like they added Adolis Garcia. Like, okay, cool.
That's like 20 DRS. I've said that in a video we have on this account already, but straight up, that's like 20 DRS in the outfield. It's not nothing.
The swing from Castellanos to him,
I mentioned the Brad Keller deal earlier. I think that is genuinely like the most surefire addition that they've made, which is
bullpen is good. Yeah,
it's a good addition. It's not saying a lot. I don't know.
Like, Aaron Nola's your 3-starter now, and the Phillies somehow, like, the fans just hate Aaron Nola after being like this franchise icon. They hate him.
Explain that, like, actually, because I'm genuinely confused on why he throws he leads baseball in innings and throws like 3.5 ERA ball every year.
I mean, he was bad last year.
That's I mean, last year I know there was
the first time he's ever been hurt. That's literally the first time he ever went on the IL was last year. Like, now
that's 17 starts with a 6 ERA.
Yeah.
And also, like, that being the first time he's ever been hurt in his career is at age 32 when he's giving you 200 innings a year for, 8 years? Like,
and
that could be the wheels falling off, and I would totally buy it.
And John, even with that, though, it was a 6 ERA. It was a 4.1 xERA and a 3.7 xFIP. Like,
fair.
I'll call him hurt and as unlucky as he's ever been in his career at the same time. Which
he's not a 6 ERA pitcher, but like, is he the 3.7 guy he's been, on average in his career?
And how much do I want to buy peripherals on a team that's been one of the worst defensively in baseball forever now?
Well, and that's where talking about the Adolis stuff, I'm like, I think that does help. Yeah. Like, for a guy like Nola who lives on the margins a little bit, having Justin Crawford and Adolis Garcia get put in that outfield, that's gigantic for a guy that is only going to have, a 24, 25% K rate. Like, that to me is where it's like, that's going to move the needle. That's the difference between, like you said, John, Nola maybe having that ERA creep into the low mid 4s and keeping it in that 3.9 to 4.1 range where you're like, okay, if I get 190 innings of that, that's a 3.
Yeah, I think they could live with that. I mean, yeah, it's just that contract is crazy. It is funny that Dombrowski historically has always been like, here's an elite lineup, here's a great rotation, here's the worst bullpen you've ever seen. And then this Phillies team, it's kind of like, here's your elite bullpen, here's your question mark ridden, rotation, and here's your aging lineup. This is like the most anti-Dombrowski team ever. It's so weird, and I don't know what to make of it. I think it's more likely kind of what Rudy was touching on. It's more likely to me that this blows up in their face and gets Harry and Rob Thompson is, out of a job by June or July, then they win the division. I think that's more likely than them winning the division.
Wow.
And shout out Rob Thompson because his niece is on my softball team. So if he does get fired, he's welcome to come coach us.
Wow. I mean, you guys are absolutely, running it if that's the case. I guess then, is this a good time to switch to the Braves? Because a lot of this stuff, Rudy, there's a very infamous clip of you that we did where you were like, I don't know. And you were 100% right. I'm in the same boat with I'm fully.
This
in
was
that
the
boat.
Braves last year. Is this what you're referring to about Rudy's take
Yes.
here? Yeah. Okay.
He cooked with his Braves hesitancy last year, and I'm doubling down on it this year. Like
what did they do? Like nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Well,
got
they didn't
healthy.
do anything, and the issues with the rotation didn't get any better. Like it got worse. It got worse with the rotation. Did you see the thing? They were like, the radar guns weren't working for Strider's bullpen.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
We forgot to turn them on.
Convenient.
Yeah, John, I've got a bridge to sell you too, dude. Like, in what fucking world is anyone going to believe that? Like, I don't know. Like, Mike Yastrzemski is he's hitting in the middle of the lineup.
Him and Robert Suarez are your big offseason additions. I agree, getting healthy is big, but no, of course not. But as your selling point to your fans is, hey, come get your Robert Suarez jersey. Like, I'm good, dude. I get they're getting healthy, and that's as big a factor as any addition they could have made. But I'm not.
I also just think we need to have a serious conversation at a certain point about Ozzy Albies. He's been a below average player.
Yeah, and he's like 29
of the last
now.
4 years.
Yep.
Conversations have
he's
to be
going
had at a
into
certain
his
point.
age 30 season.
He's been a
not
below average
some
hitter.
young player. Yeah,
I mean,
not,
Rudy,
He's been
not
like a very
some-
average player.
Rudy, here is F4 totals last 4 seasons: 1.1, 4.1, 1.3, 1.3.
Yeah.
Which, hey, for what they're paying him, that's reasonable
I
value.
guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, but what's his expected aquarium? What's his X-fish?
Dude, that video of him like stomach out. Oh my god. Yeah, I just at a certain point with these guys, I'm like Profar's your 3-hitter on roster resource right now.
No,
That's
it's like
insane.
Austin Riley's going to be healthy, right?
They got him hitting 5th. They got Baldwin hitting cleanup.
Yeah, there's no way. Austin
Yeah, it
Riley's
doesn't
your
feel-
3-hitter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just and I understand they got unlucky with the Ha-Seong Kim falling on ice. What the fuck was, dude? Do you know how mad I would be as an org? Hey, Rudy, did you know that? That's why Ha-Seong Kim's out for like 3 months.
No.
He broke his wrist.
He broke his wrist. He slipped on ice and like had a
Well,
really
he was
bad
at
wrist
home in
break.
Korea during the offseason.
John, for as much as we just lamented the Phillies for the what did you do, right? The Braves feel like they're in the exact same position, and I don't know, man. Reynaldo Lopez off a pretty major surgery is your 3. Grant Holmes, eastbound and down extra as the 4 starter.
Yeah.
Bryce
I honestly
Elder
think
penciled in at the 5. Like,
They should sign Max Scherzer right now.
I don't think
I
Scherzer's
think-
signing until June. He's going to wait to
So,
see who needs him.
He's
going to
be a Blue Jay by the
The
end of
Jays
the week.
reporters today were kind of all over that talks have intensified with Scherzer. That was just like a couple hours ago. So I would be surprised at this
who
point if
else
that
is
doesn't get done.
technically on the market? Like Patrick
Giolito.
is still available.
I'm telling you, Giolito,
Yeah, but Giolito's
on pretty good
ass.
authority is going there. I mean, he's not good. He was not as good as the numbers say, but he had 2.5 down the stretch the
Yeah,
last
it's
2
like
months of the
Yeah,
year. I
he had
understand
like
the
a
peripherals are
5
bad.
FIP and a 5 XFIP.
The peripherals are bad. I think he's somewhere kind of in the middle of that. I think he's going to give you like a
Ass.
4.2. He'll give you a 4.2.
I think he's going to give you like a 4.8.
I mean,
Especially in
sometimes
Atlanta.
this is where I give
That's fair.
I give my boomer opinion. Sometimes a 4-5 with a name on the back is better than with a no name on the back. And when you're the Braves with the expectations they have, you'd rather take the risk on it being the guy with a name on the back like that. That's where the Braves are making that kind of calculus.
Lucas Giolito name on the back comes from Sicky stuff, and I'll die on that hill.
Sometimes you just got to say he had a good year last year. He's going to get paid to do something.
Yeah, it's also the fans who it makes a difference to have a name on the back versus not don't know or care about the sticky stuff.
Yes.
Why are we pretending like Lucas Giolito is like some big market? The name Giolito is going to get people to the fucking ballpark.
Get those 54
What
jerseys out.
weirdo is like, it's Giolito Day in 2026? I'm buying a ticket. Yeah, let's go watch a ball game.
Scott,
I'm buying a ticket to drive 15 miles north of downtown.
Yeah, fair. I'm buying a ticket to go watch a lot of runs be scored tonight. Lucas Giolito does not have a draw, dude. dude.
I mean, no, Scott.
I like Lucas. If you see this, Lucas, I like you.
Jordan
Fair,
Lazowski, that too.
fair.
Oh, yeah, the White Sox Digest there.
Nestor Cortez is a free agent still?
Yes.
You want to talk about ass? That guy's actually ass.
They're not signing him.
He is much more upside than Giolito.
That's crazy.
I just watched
Really?
And he's gonna command a lot less money.
I don't think at this point that Giolito's going to get whatever I'm sure he thought he was going to get coming into this. He's definitely getting a 1 year, but I don't think he's getting.
We're going to get a 1 year.
option.
Yeah,
but Giolito's going to get a 1 year for 12, and Cortez is going to get a 1 year for 5.
I don't know, dude. I think people will go to the ballpark when they know Nestor Cortez is pitching, so I think that matters.
He does have the name value.
What a weird take that was.
Scott, my point with that is it's not necessarily about like fans buying tickets. I just mean like when you're in like when you're a team that is contending, like having those back end players be people like known quantities versus unknown.
Yeah, I get the sentiment. Yeah. I just like Lucas Giolito is Lucas Giolito
more than Bryce Elder. That's the comparison we're going for. I'm not saying carve his name into this. It's now the Lucas Giolito Award. It's no longer the Cy Young Award.
I also think like they have a few young guys who could take spots. Like Didi Fuentes definitely could take a spot.
Maybe. But the guy that was most likely to do that's out for the year. Waldrop's done.
Yeah.
There are options, but
honestly, I could see Caminiti coming up and taking a major league spot in a couple months. Like I don't think he'll scratch the opening day roster, obviously, but he finished the year in Double-A and looked really good last year.
Maybe
they do have Jose Suarez El Demente too, right?
Jose Suarez El Demente.
He's there.
Scott. Oh my god.
Now that is a guy that puts butts in seats. Let me tell you. All right.
Dude,
El Demente's a dog.
Scott, you know who's gonna put your ass in that seat? How about Joey Wentz as the long man for Atlanta this year, dude?
Dude, if you want to see a lot of offense, I actually highly recommend that.
They have Joe Jimenez too. Like they got all the.
Wait, Wentz back in Atlanta?
Yeah, he is. He's their long man.
That's where he started. Yeah, that was his. They drafted him. Him and Travis Demerit.
Scott, I've got a little trivia for you. Who do you think, Joey? What team claimed? Who did the Braves claim Joey Wentz from?
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Minnesota Twins. Last July. I did not know that. Didn't know he was a Twin at any point.
The Tigers
he had a 16 ERA there last year. Just looking at that.
Pirate, but
it's always good.
Lord.
Always good.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we're the exact same conversation points that we talked about with Philadelphia. I feel like exists just as much with the Braves, and unlike Philadelphia, they did not win last year. Like at least the Phillies were winning games. Like the path to the Phillies repeating feels more feasible to me than the Braves making the jump, especially with like a new manager that they're like figuring out. They did a weird hiring process again with that. And I don't think that's going to go well either.
Yeah.
And then speaking of, by the way, I have to dog on Brian Snitker when he did his top 10 starting pitchers in baseball now. Come on, bro. Have some shame.
Was that the one that had Max Fried 1? Did he have Max Fried first?
It was Chris 1, Max Fried 2.
Right, a classic 1-2 punch of top pitchers in baseball.
Come on.
So, while we're in the NL East, I don't know. Yes. I don't feel the need to talk about the Nationals, but I do want to talk about the Marlins because they're projected to be 4 wins worse than last year. Do you guys really see that? I'm not sure I'd buy that. But if they get that much better, all of a sudden they're kind of in the mix a little bit. Like they're hanging around a little, you know?
I guess the rationale last year. I know the offseason would indicate that they weren't, but they were like, I was seeing graphics. People were like, the Marlins are like 9 games over in their last 30. And I was like,
they're the best of those like bottom bad teams. They're like the best bad team, I think, of all of the bad teams.
Yeah,
hard hitting analysis, I know, but they're not as bad of a big team. They're not like in the group with the bad teams.
Hey, John, this is why we're on TikTok and not Patreon, all right? This is why we're on TikTok and not Patreon.
I mean, I just saw that Chris Paddock's their 3 starter, so maybe they are in that tier, but
As a
it's
3-starter.
That's a Hall of Famer, John.
that is a future Hall of Famer, according to our very own Brian Schlosser. Holy shit, that's an all-timer, dude.
I will never let him live that down ever.
No.
Fangraphs has him as their 5.5 starter because it's Sandy, Yuri Perez, Max Meyer, Braxton Garrett, and then it's Chris Paddock and Robbie Snelling neck and neck.
Robbie Snelling will be taking their job. Robbie Snelling
the
will be
roster
taking
resource
their-
size is a 3, which is insane because he's Chris Paddock, man.
He
Good
sucks.
God.
He's bad.
That's crazy.
But like I look at their lineup and their bullpen and their they don't look bad.
No, it's not bad.
I like the Marlins to win like 77 to 79 games this year. Truly,
and they brought back the Teals. They have the old unis coming back. That's like at least
that's the
4 or
thing.
5 wins right there.
I think
They
they're
won
slowly.
79 last year. That's the thing.
Oh,
Jesus.
well, shit.
I think they're slowly phasing their way back towards
they are.
rebranding back to the Florida Marlins.
As they should. That's like a 4 or 5 win bump right there. Just the teal
100%.
uniforms.
I agree.
Like that's easily.
Well, the other thing too, though, is I get they're going to give Augustine Ramirez another 85 games to pretend he can catch, but moving him to first or DH and getting Joe Mack is also going to just raise the floor of that pitching staff. They have so many good pitching prospects where yes, you made the investment in Augustine Ramirez and you want him to rake, you want him to you want him to make him feel like a special boy or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's if you want to win games, he is a turnstile of a catcher. You have to put the guy that at least can mash home. Joe Mack might hit 195 and still be a 2.5 win catcher.
It's like a 30 grade name though, man. Joe Mack. I can't get behind that. I can't get down with that. That scares me.
Great name in general, but I think it's a 55 grade catcher name.
You got the John Buck vibes to it, and I can see that.
I think Buck. Come on now.
Yeah, I think the floor is higher when you go to catcher because
I can get behind
the catcher vibe is very easy to match.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels like when I look at the roster, it's first base needs to get figured out. And I'm well, why don't you just put Augustine Ramirez there and call up Joe Mack? Oh, that looks really good now. I'm pretty on board with where we're at defensively then. So, I don't know. We'll see what will happen.
I think the Marlins season this year, whether they can be competitive, is dependent a lot on just what version of Sandy we get.
For sure.
100%. You're correct. I also think that I don't know, not to water down us hyping them up, but I also feel a lot of it is probably contingent on are the Phillies good or fall apart, and do the Braves rebound or fall apart? I feel it almost has more to do with the teams ahead of them than it even does themselves.
They probably got to 77 games last year a lot because the Mets significantly underperformed. The Phillies and Braves didn't get to mid to high 90s.
Collapsed.
The Braves really struggled. But even the Phillies didn't get to 98, 99, 100 wins. They ended up at 92, 93. So that's a few games on each of those ends where the Marlins can pick up a few games.
And I guess to be fair to them, then the
projections
Nationals
are
just traded
saying
their ace. So there you go.
Yeah.
The Nationals rotation is a mess. Just the mess.
They have one pitcher I'm interested in watching pitch in that entire rotation. For earnest reasons,
Okay,
it is.
I was going to say, is that the Schadenfreude?
Non-earnest reasons. Carson just
for non-earnest reasons, I will be eating caviar off my fucking stomach for every Michaelis start. I'll be thrilled to watch that shit.
Appointment television.
Dude. Oh, it's gonna feel so good. The shame he'll feel when his precious Pookie Trump is so close, watching him be terrible too. That's not even slander. That's actually facts.